right, heading down the mountain for our daily trip to school. Janie has swimming today. Ryan and Maggie have just regular, no additional physical fitness. There is only one after-school activity tonight, and that has Ryan. It has his Lego robotics. Now I'm trying to hold the phone as steady as I can, but what ends up happening is, whoop! You see the hood of the car, and in some pictures and not in others, when we're going up the hill, I guess you can gauge how steep the hill is by how much of the hood of the car you can see coming out of the villa, heading again up this little part of the mountain so that we can go down the mountain. Update on everything else. So yesterday,
Kitty.
oh, there's a kitty running up the hill. He better be careful. Of course, we'll be careful because we are cat people. We are just animal people in general. Oh, he's making a break for it. All right. We don't see as many cats out and about just running around town as we do dogs. I think they maybe find homes where they find themselves a person, and the person doesn't necessarily find them. Maggie and Ryan's teacher sent out an announcement yesterday that they have a parent in the class who has 3 kittens in need of adoption, if anyone's interested. And since they're free, the kids thought, oh, we should get some of these kittens, but we reminded them that we already have 3 cats of our own and hauling them back and forth. So this is one of those hills where we cannot really see over the top of it until you get to the top. And so we can make it up this one pretty easily with the Yaris, but this is not, these are not the difficult ones with the Yaris. This is just a tough one because, oh, watch out, oh, yikes. There's that. I think that puppy really does have some health issues.
Did you get that motorcycle?
I'm guessing so. So lots of people on their way to work. We're heading out at about the same time we do every day, which is roughly 7:45 for an 8:15. Well, I don't know what time school starts. It's either 8:10 or 8:15. I'm really unclear about that, but we try to get them there early enough that they're not rushing in. A lot of parents coming later. We're not sure if that's just a cultural thing.
Not a Thai culture.
Not Thai cultural thing, yeah. But there are some Thai students here, but most of the students are Western, and so some Western cultures are less keyed in on being on time than Americans, and there are some Americans that aren't all that keyed in on being on time too. I should specify. The Meyers are not late people. We are early people. Steve is a wildly early person. I try to moderate that a little bit. And the kids are successful in moderating that by not brushing their teeth and not brushing their hair, so that we don't get out the door as early as we would typically get out the door if they did all those things unsolicited. So we're heading down the mountain. 2 things of import happened yesterday. One of them was that we were able to, wait, was that 2? Yeah, that was yesterday. It's Wednesday today. We were able to pick up our residency certificate, which shows that we live here. Immigration does not charge for a residency certificate, but you have to bring a form and some documents. And then once you have this, you should be able to buy a motorcycle. Oh, this must be like a delivery guy. You should be able to buy a motorcycle, get a driver's license, get a bank account, and then one more thing, which I can never remember. But either way, we got the residency certificate, so I was not confident, but my usual optimistic person heading into Bangkok Bank, hoping that we would be able to open our bank account early. That did not happen. We were not allowed to open a bank account at Bangkok Bank, even though we had the form from immigration that is specifically used to open a bank account. So sadly, that did not work for us. However, we got a very positive email toward the end of the day, which was that our paperwork to leave the country to go to Kota Baru, Malaysia, on October 1st. That paperwork was done by the school. Oh, that guy is that's our little girl with the big ears. So that paperwork was completed. Oh, there's another one. Hello, soy dog. so we picked that up. There was a 10,000 baht fee. These guys must be on their way to work. I don't know where, and this guy's not, because he's clearly a white retired guy. But so the fee for the school to prepare those documents is
That's the guys from Myanmar.
10,000. Yeah. So all the construction guys kind of come up the mountain in these, I don't know, what are they? Toyota Helixes,
trucks.
Hilux, whatever it is. Pickups, and they all ride in back, and they're typically, well, I don't know, but somebody knows where you work based on, there's a little, we think a Burmese kind of camp right to the right. You can see that they put up some kind of a fence, maybe to give themselves a little privacy. There was, if you could see at the bottom of the hill, there was another just truck full of workers. And we think that most of these guys coming in, most of the labor done here is most likely Burmese workers coming in and working, and the Thai people who speak English sometimes a little bit better, typically a little bit better, are having the more kind of office jobs or pink collar jobs or whatever. But we do see some servers at restaurants who are Burmese. Steve met a guy. Well, we met a guy, I don't know, a couple weeks ago when we were at the Black Pearl, which is a really nice place to take the kids. His name is Mai.
Takes care of us whenever we go there.
Yep, and it's amazing. The service is amazing. So we go in there, and I think he recognizes us because we always end up at his table, and then we eat lunch. We've done this a couple of times now. We eat lunch, and then he gets us towels and finds us a table.
Finds us
I guess table's not the right.
bags.
Big bags on the beach.
Puts an umbrella over.
And make sure there's an umbrella because we're white and pasty. And there's a lot of traffic coming this way. Yeah. And so then when we go down to the beach afterward,
Van's not doing me any favors.
No, he's not. When we go down to the beach later, he continues to get us whatever food and beverage we might be interested in having. So those guys are waiting for you. Whoop. Thanks. I don't know if anybody saw that. It was a little scary, but that's the way that it works. So on the way down to school yesterday, and then back, and we spent a decent part of the last couple of days trying to figure out what to do with the trash. So what we found out is that there are a couple of places to leave trash. And then I guess the trash truck just picks them up. Now we're not sure if it comes every day, but there's a place called the Cliff, which I think is going to be our go-to place. We're going to bring our trash more frequently, and when we go up the mountain here, this street, this is 4169. This is the ring road. When we go up this road, we will find a place. I think after this lookout. This lookout is just a great. Well, I don't want to.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to kind of show the drive to school. Anyway, so we'll go ahead and just, I guess, more frequently just bring the trash to this collection point that we saw at the Cliff, because it's on the way to school, which we do every day, well, every weekday, and B, probably one of the closest to home. There's supposed to be one going north on the ring road that's closer, but we're not able to find that, so we're just throwing in the towel on that one and going with this one.
Have we gone by the blue tanks yet?
We have not gone by the blue tanks. So there's some billboards. You can see there's so one of the things that we've noticed, and I'm not going to show you up the mountain now because this is kind of supposed to be a drive to school outlook, but one of the things that Steve noticed not that long ago is it looks like there are a bunch of villas that were begun but not completed, and we're guessing that has to do with COVID. And I don't know, so these are the blue tanks. If you look down you can kind of see them to the left there.
Right here we are about 1,200 feet up.
1,200 feet up the mountain
from the beach.
From
this.
Of course, not walking. Well, we could walk, I guess, but getting up the mountain is
it's a jungle.
It's jungly, but in addition to that, there are some pretty steep inclines. Janie and I walked most of the way up a week or two ago. Here's a trash. No, that wasn't the trash spot. There it is. So we're going to go ahead and leave our trash there. I think we didn't bring it today, but maybe tomorrow we'll remember to bring our trash. And so we made it most of the way up the mountain one day, and then we decided to throw in the towel on our first try because it was time for dinner, and Steve was going to come down the mountain to get dinner anyway. So why not just have him come down, pick us up, go to dinner? But it was a pretty good walk. So I think Janie and I are going to do that again. Perhaps tonight. Ryan has his Legos, so it might be a good night to do that, and maybe we'll take Maggie to the doctor again because her earache.
This is my most favorite part of the drive.
This is Steve's most favorite part of the drive. So they're doing some construction. You can see that beautiful view of, I don't know, like the Bay of Thailand. I don't know if this this
Gulf of Thailand.
Gulf of Thailand?
I think it's Gulf.
Oh dear, that's embarrassing. All right, we should know that because the island on which we live is on that body of water. But you can kind of see this beautiful view. Now there's road construction going on, and this ring road, in this section is really very nice. It's a lot of hills, but that's part of the deal. And so it gets a little tight up here. On the way to school, it goes down to one lane in both directions, and doesn't it go down to one lane in both directions?
It just did.
Oh, did I miss that?
We just went through it, yeah.
Well, that didn't seem very treacherous at all.
No, they've moved the barriers now. We're back on the other side, so it's a lot easier.
All right, well, I totally missed that. Sorry, that was a bad description of what's going on. So here's a motorcycle kind of just zipping in front of us. He knows where we are. We're not 100% sure where he is.
My little extension out there.
Yeah, there's a kind of a backup, not a backup. It's a mirror of sorts, and it helps you just kind of see where everything is a little bit better than you would normally see. Now this Fortuner is very nice. We got it for kind of a steal because it is the low season, the rainy season. Obviously, it's super hot today, which meant that the clothes that I put out to dry on the balcony last night are pretty well dry, and that's good news for the kids. We don't want to get them 4,200 uniforms. We would like to just be able to get them a couple uniforms, so that's what we've done. Oh, see, that car is way over the center line passing, and he just apparently felt confident that he was going to be able to get back in, so he did. Ooh, there's a guy making a turn. Not sure if you can tell how close that seemed to us. To me, maybe not to Steve. And then these are Muay Thai guys, I bet. So Muay Thai, again, you're getting all kinds of information today. Muay Thai is kind of a kickboxing. That's right? And a lot of people kind of
national sport of Thailand.
It's the national sport of Thailand, and a lot of people do it just really to get in shape. Some people aren't really fighters that actually fight, but it's an amazing cardiovascular workout. So there are and you can get a visa, an extended visa to come here to learn Muay Thai. So you can get a visa to go to primary school like our kids, or college, which, I don't think we're going to go that route. But you can also come to learn Muay Thai and to learn Thai language. And so you end up getting this visa, but it's a really good workout. But a lot of times, especially in the morning when it's cooler, which I don't know what the temperature, I didn't check it this morning. 85-ish. It does, again, if I mentioned this before, I've mentioned it in some videos that we didn't post, but the difference between the high and the low most days is just 10 degrees. So if it's 95 is the high, then 85 is what it gets down to at night. And
but at night when the sun's not there, it's very comfortable out.
Right.
When the sun goes down, you can sit outside. It's beautiful.
Pretty humid because it's jungly.
But in the daytime, every restaurant we eat at, everybody's got multiple fans. And if you sit at a table, they immediately turn a fan on to blow on you. And it's, even in the daytime, if there's a breeze or some wind, it's very comfortable. It is very comfortable, and you do get used to it too. And I think that is the interesting thing. So again, it's all open air kind of pavilions. Okay, we left garbage there yesterday. Looked like the right place to us, but who can really tell? And there are dots all over the road, but the dots don't seem to match with where the bins are. So this is our side road, our shortcut. Not a shortcut, but avoids
the spicy corner.
Yeah, the spicy corner.
A man that we met at pickup, who's been very helpful in kind of getting us settled in. He's been here for a year, and we just ask him random questions about, boy, how do you make that tough corner? And he said, oh, we don't go around that corner. Of course, they live a little closer to the school, but they avoid that corner. He calls it the spicy corner. And so we avoid the spicy corner, and we take our kids to work. Looks like there's another crew coming to work. They're not all in the same shirt. They're usually all in the same shirt, so I'm not sure what that's all about. But this is the just kind of a bumpy side road, but it is pretty wide actually. There's not a lot of difficulty getting past other cars, so you don't really have to slow down. Now, when we make this next turn, and again, anybody who has ever signed one of my expense reports knows that maybe we'll get a sponsorship from Olive Garden. Yeah. So anybody has ever signed one of my expense reports when I'm traveling and not taking customers to dinner will know that I do like to go to the Olive Garden.
I do not like.
Steve is not a giant fan of the Olive Garden, and but I am. And there is our turn here that comes up to the school is Olive Village or something like that, but we typically are calling it the Olive Garden turn. And so this guy is braking, but we're not 100% sure. I think he just sees these cars that are coming and not really staying on their side of the road. So good for this, I say guy, not 100% sure that it's a man or a woman, but a lot of folks, Western, Thai, doesn't really matter. Not a lot of people wearing helmets. I did see something on the forum yesterday that said that this guy got a ticket, 300 baht, which is right. I think that's how.
Yeah, $9.
Yeah, got a ticket for not wearing his helmet strapped, and yet Thai people can ride without helmets at all and not get tickets. So it's inconsistent the way that and of course there are lots of people that ride around with no helmets that never get
I'm guessing there was more to the story than that, because a lot of the Westerners,
I think these are more Muay Thai guys,
drive like maniacs.
Yeah, I think the Thai people, when they're on their bikes, their motorbikes, tend to so this is more of a side road. So we've come off we've come off a secondary road.
Right now I'm right in the middle of the road. This is how wide the road is.
And we've coming around this corner, and there's this fence where you really just can't see, and that's extremely typical. So I don't know if you can see how bumpy the road is, but you can cross. But see how that truck didn't pull in until the other car pulled out, because it's just really kind of too tight to go too wide in the corners, a la NASCAR fans. So Al, actually, it's never too wide to go too wide, but 3 wide we would never do, of course. So it is pretty narrow here on this last stretch to get to the school. There, I don't know if you saw the water buffalo. He didn't just stand there. I guess we think that maybe they put him in fields to clear the brush. Okay, should I stay in the car?
Well, just for a minute. Just okay.
All right. So
I want our friends in Chicago that we used to go to walk to school with to see what
drop off like. Yeah. So we used to walk to school with a lot of friends in Chicago. We would sort of just meet them along the way on the days that we were lucky, and then of course when school gets out, then you're walking home together more. But this is drop off here in Koh Samui at our school, and it looks like not.
We're gonna park. I'll park.
Okay. And so we're just again pulling in. You've got a couple of security folks. This man and woman are here every day, making sure that children get in. There are people that come in here on fire, not realizing that there are tiny children that need to get into the school. Should I walk in?
Yeah, if you want to.
All right. So I'm gonna just walk in with the kids were super quiet. Didn't even know that they were here on the way to school. So I'm just gonna walk in on the way to school. Again, we've got this Fortuner. And they're getting out of the car. Janie, you might recognize, has her swim gear on because she has swim today. She's taken to these Crocs. Maggie and Ryan just have regular uniforms on today. Whoop, hang on. And heading in. Oh, now they found something on the tree. Oh no, they found a piece of trash. They want to probably pick it up, but we're going to try not to have them
I love you. Leave it down.
Pick it up. This is how it works. This is probably the better part about
Have a great day.
not walking to school, is there are fewer things that they pick up along the way. Janie used to pick up every leaf, and then sometimes they would make a snowball in Chicago, and we would have to bring the snowball home and save it for them. All right, so getting into school, Margaret, this side, that's what I think one of the buses is coming in. So they're supposed to, there are these security cameras, and they're supposed to show their face and get in based on that, but for some reason it's just not working for the kids too well. Margaret just has a really tough time. All right, they are in, and there is a school bus letting the kids off. The school buses are obviously not the big yellow buses that we have in Chicago, so just zipping around. Looks like somebody's got their own kind of a bus over here, because the school buses don't typically stop here. Oh, and this is the back of the car that we've rented. People were super nice. Good price based on the fact that we're getting it during rainy season. So I'm going to leave it go at that, and we won't make you listen to the drive home. Remember to like and subscribe, and then you'll see some more videos when we drop them. That's a YouTube term.